James Melendez, I have this fantastic fragrance by Penhaligons. This is called Juniper Sling. Stay tuned. So this is a tribute to my friend Laura, who is amazing, and introduced me to Penhaligons and really led me to many other fragrances. I think it's outstanding. Now, I think their packaging is really cool. They've changed a bit of the packaging. This is more of a metal versus the cloth, bow tie they've had before, but it's pretty much essentially the same silhouette of the glass itself. And so this is really Juniper Sling. It's really meant to be that gin and tonic fragrance. And I know it sounds odd and it sounds definitely Britishly iconic. So there's something very, very exciting and scintillating. I think it's really, really fantastic to have a gin and tonic. You're smelling, it's the most perfumed of all spirits. The Dutch physician, his name was Dr. Franciscus Silvas, he created Genevier, which is gin. Genevier means juniper or juniper berry in Dutch. And from that goes to the British Isles, London in particular, and becomes that sensational, it was really thought of as being a medicinal, as many other liqueurs, by the way, or spirits have been. So sometimes you find that spirits and those liqueurs have been thought of as being of a medicinal property. And when you taste and smell, you kind of think, yeah, it's not always that something you really enjoy from the very beginning. At least I did not. I thought it was a little strong or a little bit perfumey. But ultimately, I love gin and tonics. Hence, I love this particular bottling of Juniper Sling. I think it's really, really characterized, beautiful, gorgeous, and evocative. And so here, I'm gonna put some on my wrist because that's the best way to talk about this fragrance is, putting some on a full spray. But it's really absolutely gorgeous. It's actually, I think a lot of fragrances, probably most modern fragrances today are for men or women. Penhaligons does say in some of their fragrances, this is for him, this is for her. And so this is pretty much, I would say, a unisex fragrance. It can go either direction. And because of that juniper berry, it really brings it back to a centering base. And so I'm not going to use a head, heart, nose experience, but I'm just talking about it in general because those are the evocations. Now, this does have a nice sillage. It's not going to be a crazy long sillage, but it's probably longer than you might expect. When you feel you don't smell it any longer, it's still on you, and it carries on to other people experiencing that. Because I've had people say to me, "What are you wearing?" And that'll be 5 or 6 hours later, and I'm like, I can't smell anything. But that's because it does live on. You just get used to it. Point score. This is really a 95-point fragrance. It's sublime, beautiful, gorgeous, and so for me, it really captures, characterizes, and really brings about some beautiful notations here. So in this, I'm getting a bit of a leather note. London Dry Gin is really the heart. It is so I'm not going to describe all those notes. I try to give them as one note as I might do a wine review. But, London Dry Gin is really the center point here. London Dry means specifically that it's a very intense juniper experience, and that's what you're getting from this particular fragrance. So that juniper comes through, which also can represent some wintry notes as well. So perfume-winter notes, as well as leather notes. So a bit of Sicilian lime bitters. Also getting some kumquat characterization, some yellow citrus as well. A bit of white pepper, mild white flowers, cardamom, cinnamon, and I think that's a beauty of this particular fragrance. Again, 95 points out of 100 points. More reviews to come, and subscribe button's right up here, so please hit that button, and the like button's down below, so please hit the like button, and also the questions and comments can be listed there as well. So thank you for watching. Let's stay connected. Something.